Hi, in this video we will talk about that 10 best alcohol for diabetic to drink. Diabetes is a medical condition characterized by high blood sugar levels over a prolonged period. People with diabetes need to manage their blood sugar levels carefully to avoid complications. Creating content about alcohol consumption for individuals with diabetes requires careful consideration. It's crucial to emphasize moderation and the potential impact on blood sugar levels. Diabetes is a chronic health condition characterized by high levels of sugar, glucose, in the blood. This type occurs when the immune system mistakenly attacks and destroys the insulin-producing cells in the pancreas. People with diabetes require insulin injections or an insulin pump to survive. Number 1. White wines. Dry white wines. Dry white wines typically contain less residual sugar compared to sweet or dessert wines, making them a better choice for managing blood sugar levels. Sparkling white wines, such as champagne or prosecco, can be lower in carbohydrates, especially if they are labeled as brut or extra brut, indicating a drier style with minimal added sugar. Wines with lower alcohol content. Wines with lower alcohol content tend to have fewer carbohydrates and calories. Look for white wines with alcohol by volume, ABV, around 9% to 11% for potentially lower impact on blood sugar levels. Number 2. Red wines. When selecting red wines for individuals with diabetes, it's important to consider options that are lower in sugar and carbohydrates to help manage blood sugar levels effectively. Dry red wines typically have less residual sugar compared to sweet or dessert wines, making them a better choice for individuals with diabetes. Red wine varietals with lower sugar content. Some red wine varietals naturally have lower sugar content, which can be beneficial for individuals with diabetes. Varietals like Cabernet Sauvignon and Pinot Noir often have lower sugar levels compared to sweeter varieties like Zinfandel or Port. Number 3. Busch beers. Busch beer, like many other light beers, can be a reasonable choice for some individuals with diabetes due to its relatively lower carbohydrate and calorie content compared to regular or craft beers. This can help minimize the impact on blood sugar levels, making them a potentially better option for individuals with diabetes. Lower alcohol content. Light beers also tend to have lower alcohol by volume, ABV, compared to regular beers. Opting for beers with lower alcohol content can help reduce the risk of hypoglycemia, low blood sugar, for individuals with diabetes, especially if consumed in moderation. Number 4. Bud Light. Lower carbohydrate content. Bud Light is classified as a light beer, which typically means it has fewer carbohydrates compared to regular beers. Light beers are often brewed to contain fewer calories and carbohydrates, making them potentially more suitable for individuals with diabetes who are watching their carbohydrate intake. Portion control. While Bud Light may be lower in carbohydrates compared to regular beers, portion control is still important. Consuming beer in moderation and being mindful of portion sizes can help individuals with diabetes manage their blood sugar levels effectively. Number 5. Coors Light. Moderate alcohol content. Coors Light has a lower alcohol by volume, ABV, compared to many other beers, typically around 4.2%. This lower alcohol content may have less impact on blood sugar levels compared to higher alcohol beverages. Consider the overall diet. When incorporating Coors Light or any alcoholic beverage into a diabetes-friendly diet, it's important to consider the overall composition of the diet. Pairing beer with a balanced meal that includes protein, healthy fats, and fiber-rich carbohydrates can help mitigate its impact on blood sugar levels. Number 6. Bloody Mary. Tomato juice. The primary ingredient in a Bloody Mary is tomato juice, which can vary in its carbohydrate content, depending on whether it's sweetened or not. Opting for unsweetened tomato juice or a low-sodium variety can help reduce the overall carbohydrate content of the drink. Mixers and garnishes. Pay attention to the mixers and garnishes added to the Bloody Mary, as they can significantly impact its carbohydrate and sugar content. While these ingredients typically contain minimal carbohydrates, it's essential to use them sparingly and be mindful of portion sizes. Number 7. Vodka Soda. Vodka contains no carbohydrates, which means it won't directly raise blood sugar levels. Soda water, being just carbonated water, is also free of carbohydrates. This combination makes vodka soda one of the lowest carb alcoholic beverages available, which can be beneficial for individuals with diabetes who need to manage their carbohydrate intake. No added sugars. Unlike many cocktails or mixed drinks, vodka soda doesn't typically contain added sugars or high-carb mixers, which can cause blood sugar spikes. This simplicity makes it easier to track carbohydrate intake and monitor blood sugar levels. Number 8. Martini. A standard martini usually contains a moderate amount of alcohol, depending on the ratio of spirits to vermouth. Moderation is still key, as excessive alcohol consumption can have adverse effects on blood sugar control and overall health. Regularly monitoring blood sugar levels before, during, and after consuming a martini can help individuals with diabetes understand how it affects their blood sugar levels. This allows for adjustments in insulin or medication dosages as needed to maintain stable blood sugar levels. Number 9. Distilled spirits. While it's essential for individuals with diabetes to be cautious about their alcohol intake, it doesn't mean they have to forego enjoying a drink altogether. Distilled spirits can be a viable option for diabetics when consumed in moderation and with awareness. Distilled spirits, also known as hard liquor or simply spirits, are alcoholic beverages produced by distillation from a fermented base product. Unlike beer and wine, which contain residual sugars from the fermentation process, distilled spirits have a higher alcohol content and typically contain little to no carbohydrates or sugars. Number 10. Miller Lite. Miller Lite is a light beer that is known for its lower calorie and carbohydrate content compared to regular beers. This lower carbohydrate profile may make it a tempting choice for individuals with diabetes looking to enjoy a beer without causing significant spikes in blood sugar levels. While Miller Lite is marketed as a lower carb beer, it's essential to understand its carbohydrate content to make informed decisions. On average, a 12-ounce serving of Miller Lite contains around 3 to 4 grams of carbohydrates. This relatively modest carbohydrate content can fit into a diabetic meal plan when consumed in moderation and as part of a balanced diet.